Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome in if this is your first time being here. This is Empowered Gems Tarot. My name is Melissa. This channel used to be called Tarot by Melissa, so if you've been looking for me under that name, then you're in the right place. Today's reading is going to be looking into what's next in love, and we're going to specifically be focusing on the upcoming month of April. So we'll be looking into the energies, events, situations, and people of significance that you may want to be on the lookout for as we move ahead into the upcoming month. Remember that this is a general collective reading on YouTube, so the messages may vary with how specifically they're going to resonate with every single viewer out there. So as a best practice, if anything ever feels confusing or doesn't really feel like it fits your personal situation as you know it to be, take that as a sign that those are not your messages and they're meant for somebody else out there in the collective that is viewing the video. If you guys did want to book a personal reading, those are typically going to be a better way to get more personalized guidance on your own personal energy and situation. If you wanted to book one with me, the link to my website is in the description box down below. All right, everyone. So let's go ahead and select your reading. If you're drawn to reading number 1, we're working with this Calcite crystal. If you're drawn to reading number 2, we'll be working with this honey calcite sphere. If you're drawn to reading number 3, we'll be working with this Labradorite heart. And if you're drawn to reading number 4, we'll be working with this piece of amethyst. So go ahead and take a deep breath. Think about your love life this next upcoming month ahead and what you need to know. Go ahead and select the crystal or the card that you feel the most intuitively connected to. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to choose. And when you're ready, you can scroll down to the description box below to locate the timestamp that will skip you ahead to your chosen reading. See you there. Hey group number 1, and welcome to your reading. If you guys selected the Calcite crystal, this will be your message. And today we're looking into what's next in love in the month of April. So let's go ahead and get started with some pre-shuffled oracles. The first card that we're going to begin with is one of these Divine Feminine Healing cards. This is going to kind of have a keyword of advice or guidance, or a phrase of advice or guidance that Spirit wants you to keep in mind as you navigate the month of April. So we have the message of rigid. I remain open-minded as I mature on my journey. Who I was yesterday may not be who I am tomorrow. So I feel like this is kind of saying be willing to be flexible this month. And we're going to get some additional insight here as to why that might be. Okay. Overall energies. We have pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. We do have true love. And we do have soul connection. Okay, this is interesting. So I definitely feel like there's something here this month for you, group 1, where there's a soul connection presenting itself to you. Now, soulmates can come in all different forms and fashions. Sometimes they're in our life for a long time. Other times they're in our life for just a season, right? But there's definitely a soul level connection here, and there's something that's activating your heart space. I'm really kind of drawn to the music notes coming out of this heart. Maybe you and this person have a musical connection, or you have similar tastes in music, or this is like a topic that you like to talk about. But we have an energy of caution here, paying attention to the red flags. So I'm kind of wondering how this is connecting to this energy of being open-minded, right? Because your advice is talking about being willing to be a little bit flexible, trying to be a little bit open-minded here. I'm wondering if there are some red flags that you're experiencing that feel kind of similar to red flags you've experienced in the past. And so maybe typically you would really shut this down. We're going to see. We're going to see, because there is something coming up for you, I feel, that is important, that you're needing to pay attention to. So let's just kind of find out what's going on here. So tell us a little bit more, Spirit, about what is next in love this month of April for group number 1. What's next in love for group 1? There's definitely something where it's like something's a little bit off. Yeah, so we have the Queen of Swords. So you guys are on like high alert here. Your BS meter is going off. And I see you guys being a little bit more rigid with this Queen of Swords for some reason. We also have a 2 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck with the 10 of Cups. So there is there's somebody here that you guys connect with. Show me the energy of my viewers, please, Spirit, this month in love with regard to the situation. We have the Knight of Swords. Show me the energy of whoever they're connecting with, this person of significance. The 4 of Pentacles. We also have a 3 of Cups energy. This could be a friend or someone that you know through work, with the King of Pentacles coming through here. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, they could be a friend or someone you know through work or through a group of people. Okay, so what's going on here? What are the red flags? Okay, so something that I kind of feel with this Swords energy coming through here is like, I think that you and whoever this person is, you guys with the soul connection, like you both are feeling it. You know what I mean? You're both feeling it. You feel very drawn to one another. I think this energy of the Queen of Swords is about both people in this connection needing to kind of be curious, right? So coming back to this energy of being open-minded and flexible, being open-minded doesn't necessarily mean that we have to dismiss the red flags, right? Or that we just ignore them and we go into Delulu land and just we're happy. No. To me, this Queen of Swords is saying that both parties in this connection need to ask questions, will be asking questions, will be having conversation. Maybe even there's a need here to have a very direct, candid conversation to kind of clear the air around any red flags. Because I feel like with the true love energy, there is the energy of love here between you and this person, whether you've known them for a long time or a very short amount of time. I especially see it from your end, group number 1. Like there is this open-hearted energy that you have. But I think that both people need to be willing to kind of let their defenses down a little bit and just be a bit more curious and ask more questions about things. Just clear the air about red flags or things that are bothering both of you, whatever it is. We have a Knight of Swords, and then we've got 4 of Pentacles. So a part of me feels, group 1, that maybe you're not that focused on this person too much this month, because like the way he's kind of driving away from it, or maybe there is a tendency here to kind of avoid confronting this person or to kind of just be focused on doing your own thing. But the Knight of Swords is kind of like an energy of being very blunt and to the point and just like going after what you want. It's very ambitious energy. But because it's facing away from this person, it's making me feel like you guys have other stuff going on in your life and you're not necessarily like super focused on this situation. But it's still an energy of talking and communicating here. It could even be too, because like both of these cards are sort of facing the past. Even this guy, he's facing us frontward, but he is kind of angled toward the past. So there could be something about the past that you and this person are revisiting. Some sort of red flag or some sort of situation that you're revisiting and talking about from the past. Okay. Now, your person, I think, is kind of a jealous person with this 4 of Pentacles. Look at this. I think especially if you guys know this person from work, they're kind of holding on to something here. They're holding on to accolades. They're holding on to awards. They're holding on to like these material things. They seem a little bit closed off. Okay. I'm wondering too if there's a dynamic here for some of you guys where this person gets a little bit jealous when you're with other people, because you have this very free-spirited energy here with the Knight of Swords where you want to just go, you want to fly, you want to be free. Look at the wind here. This person is like clinging to something. Okay, so let's try to uncover more about what this is. Okay, what else can you tell us, Spirit, for group 1? What's next in love this month? Month of April. Mastery. Yeah, like that's what I feel. It's like you guys are just kind of like you've already figured this thing out. Show me this person's energy, please, Spirit. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? So it's like they're holding on to you, and maybe they're kind of clamming up about talking because there's something to do with their values. That's like, for a lot of you guys, I feel like this person that we're tapping into here is like a boss or manager or someone that you work with. We have Aries energy showing up here on the socks, which is interesting because this is a earth sign, but I digress. There's something about integrity, and that makes a lot of sense with the Queen of Swords. I think it's for both of you because the Queen of Swords is going to be like morality and justice and being fair and doing the right thing based off of our values. But yeah, I feel like there's a lesson in this situation that you, my viewer, have probably already learned. But at the same time, there is something that you've grown. Like maybe there's a realization that you have grown more than you realize that you have as you go through this experience with this person. So let's keep going. What else, Spirit? What is happening for group 1? We do have pregnancy, baby bump coming soon. Maybe somebody's having a baby in this file. We have travel. That's so interesting because like I was kind of getting that vibe with this card, like the way he's just like blowing in the wind. He's driving away from this person. Maybe you guys are moving or traveling far from this person. Show me this person. Cleanse, negative energy, and fresh start. We do also have weathering the storm, working through the challenges. So I feel like this person does want to work through challenges with you. I think that they are holding on to a lot of things that are kind of inhibiting them from being able to start as fresh as they would like to. But there is like a vibe of them really wanting to kind of clear the air with you. What happened, you guys, with your person? Somebody here could be pregnant, but the pregnancy doesn't have to mean literal. Pregnancy can also be talking about a creative idea or something that you guys make together. That doesn't have to literally mean a baby, you know? But for some of you, this could be like you're talking through like childcare. You're setting some boundaries and some standards around like, what's the word? Why is it not coming to me? Child support, custody. This person could be penny pinching. You know, like I can see that dynamic here for some of my group 1 viewers. But yeah, it's like you guys are just, you're moving away from this person. Maybe you're at a distance from them already, or you're traveling, or there's at least some sort of energetic like movement away from this situation that I see on your end, group 1. So let's just close it out with a few more of these, and then we will end your reading. What's next in love, Spirit? Group number 1. We have longing. We have competition. Interesting. Contemplation. And look, we do have quality time. This person wants to spend time with you. Group 1. I feel like they really want to spend quality time with you. I don't know if it's really happening this month though. I have to be honest. Like these are just a bunch of energies that I'm picking up on. If anything, I see like a conversation, something around discernment or boundaries or clearing the air when it comes to red flags, maybe initiated by someone who's the feminine in this connection, with it being the Queen of Swords, but doesn't necessarily have to be. There's an energy of competition here. Maybe that's the red flag. Maybe there's like third party involvement or other people involved in this, and we're just kind of like cutting to the heart of the matter with this. This person though, they want to spend more time with you, and they're thinking very heavily about like making some sort of really big decision that would allow them to be able to do so. And even though you guys miss this person, and I feel like you guys definitely feel the connection and you desire it, I just kind of see you moving away from this. And I feel like it's almost like you're physically moving away from this for a lot of you guys, especially if you already are like connected to this person, like, and you're living close to them now. I see you really distancing yourself physically from them. So very interesting tea, group 1. Comment below. Let me know if you know who this person is and what the heck is happening in your love life. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end of this video. If you want to continue to support my work, do make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated when I upload new videos, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Bye. Hey group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you all were drawn to the honey calcite sphere, this will be your message. So today we're going to be looking into what's next in love in the month of April, and we're going to start with one of these divine feminine healing cards, just to kind of see what guidance and advice Spirit wants you to keep in mind as you navigate your love life this month. So we have the energy of mourning. I realize that all endings are opportunities to start anew. So there could be an energy of needing to release something and let it go this month. So let's kind of see what we get for the overall energy. All right, so we have deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. We do have fear. And we do have respect. Okay. So deception. So there's an energy of someone not being themselves here this month. I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are needing to kind of let go of a situation. And it could be for some of you that I feel like you, my viewer, are probably wearing a mask a little bit because of this energy of fear. Like there's some sort of fear of vulnerability, some sort of fear of expression, some sort of fear of confronting something or seeing something for what it is. So I want to dig into this a little bit more just to try to see what's happening in these dynamics here. Respect is big this month. So I don't know if there's something here about self-respect that's really significant, respecting each other that's significant, disrespect that is significant. Well, let's take a look. Group 1. I'm sorry, group 2. Group 2. Help us understand, Spirit, what's next in love for group 2 in the month of April. We have the King of Pentacles. Show me the energy of my viewers, please, Spirit, this month. The Seven of Cups. Okay, and show me the energy of a person. Who are they dealing with? Who is this about? Person of significance for group 2. The Page of Pentacles. Somebody watching you. Okay, this could be connected to someone that you know from online with the Page of Swords, like an online connection. We also have a King of Wands and he's wearing a mask. That's super interesting. It's like Zorro. This could be somebody with a really feisty personality, someone who's really charming, really charismatic here. Could be connected to this for some of you. But what's happening? So the King of Pentacles coming up as like the joining energy is telling me that there could be something around the energies of stability, commitment, even work and career that are significant here. So for some of you, this could be like a person that you know through work, or a situation that's happening or unfolding in the workplace. But again, it doesn't necessarily have to be, right? This is just the masculine energy of kind of like being committed, taking care of your responsibilities, that energy of being a provider, protector, and it's coming up with this energy of deception, right? So there could be I keep saying this, but there could be an energy of someone in this connection maybe not being fully honest about what they're looking for, right? Maybe they're not being fully honest about their stability or the resources that they have, or they're not being fully honest about commitment or something to do with work. So just something to bear in mind, that there's a joining energy, an overall energy this month of like putting on a mask, okay? Putting up a front. Now, you, my viewer, I feel like you have a lot of people vying for your attention here with this Seven of Cups. I really see that you have a lot of suitors. I feel like you have a lot of people vying for your attention. I feel like some of you guys could be testing the waters a little bit, maybe dating multiple people. Maybe this is part of your mourning process. Maybe you've been afraid, you know, because the King of Pentacles can also be husband energy, right? Like a spouse. So maybe that's part of like this death, this mourning energy that's coming up here, is like you kind of overcoming your fears and stepping out of your comfort zone and dating again. Testing out the waters, testing out the options to figure out where your new beginning lies. But either way, even though I think you guys have some fears, maybe there are some fears around commitment or some fears around settling down or whatever the case may be, I feel like you're having a good time. You're very highly sought after this month. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are on the dating apps for a lot of you, because it seems like you have a lot of options coming your way. Now, we have a Page of Pentacles here, so I feel like there is one person who has their eye on you. This is going to be somebody who's kind of watching from afar. They could be watching you as you're going through, like maybe this is a friend or someone who respects you, someone who's watching you as you kind of go through this situation. They're observing, they're learning from you. They have a lot of curiosity about what you're doing and what you're up to. Let's continue. Group 2. What's next in love, please, Spirit? We have apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. That's interesting. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. Okay. So it's interesting, right? Because sometimes I've heard that the Page of Pentacles can indicate an apology. So maybe whoever this is who's kind of watching you from afar, because I don't really feel like they're super connected to whatever you guys have going on over here, right? This feels like someone separate who's watching and just kind of keeping a respectful distance here. I feel like whoever this person is ordinarily probably would have like seen what you're doing. Maybe they would have jumped in and intervened in some way. But I actually feel like they are trying to respect your boundaries or keep a respectful distance here, okay? They may also owe you an apology for some of you guys. Maybe you guys kind of both owe each other one for something. Let's put this up here. Let's continue. Group 2. So we have isolated, feeling sad and alone. Okay. Maybe you guys have just gone through a breakup. That would make sense with this morning energy being here. Like maybe both people are kind of sad. I feel like you're over here, group 2, trying to kind of date around and figure out your new beginning. This person is kind of watching but keeping a respectful distance. Hold phone. Way too many flying out of the deck here. Yeah, we have irreconcilable, final breakup, and divorce. So you guys, yeah, you're definitely, this is my group that's getting out of a breakup or going through a breakup this month. And then we do have weighed down, stressed, and taking on too much. Interesting. Well, yeah, group 2, it just seems like you're headed toward a separation or a breakup, or this is kind of the aftermath of a breakup where you've been grieving a loss, or you are newly single here. I think that both people are sad about this, but I feel like there is this energy of putting up a front that we're not that sad about it. I think there's been a lot of mistakes in this situation from both sides. And I feel like whoever, like, and again, in these readings, you guys, you could find the energies are flipped, but this person over here is like, they have a lot on their plate. They have a lot on their shoulders. I feel like this person would have typically come in and maybe like tried to be supportive with this King of Pentacles to the other person. Like they would have tried to help them out. They would have tried to bear the burden of whatever situation they're going through here. I almost feel like they're taking, like they're trying to learn how to set better boundaries around that this month. They do feel sad and weighed down and stressed like about the split. But again, I just kind of keep feeling like this person over here is focused more on like self-respect and respecting the boundaries and the wishes of this person over here. So some of you guys with this King of Pentacles, again, you could also work with this person. And that's why we have this energy of respect here as well, where it's like, we're just not going to cross any lines, or we're not going to make anything crazy at work. Let's see. Let's close it out with a few more. Group 2. We have unawakened, ruled by the ego. That's kind of what I feel like. I think for some of my viewers here, maybe, hold on. Show me energy of the situation, please, Spirit? We have fertility. Show me this person, this Page of Pentacles person, please, Spirit. Fresh start. Look, we also have the wrong timing energy here at the bottom of the deck. That's super interesting. I think that my viewers, like some of you guys this month, you are going through a breakup and you are dating around, but there is this energy with this unawakened energy being ruled by the ego. There could be some sort of lesson that you guys have been like suppressing or that you aren't wanting to face at this time. Maybe it's connected to fear, like fear of commitment, fear of settling down, fear of letting whatever it is go, or feeling the pain of the breakup for some of you guys. This person definitely wants like something with you. Like I do feel, even though they're trying to kind of keep a respectful distance here, I feel like they are watching you, they're studying you, like they're waiting for the right moment to come back in or to come in, period. They want to start over. They want a new beginning here. There could be pregnancy involved or a child involved. It's so interesting because pile one had like, in a different deck, they had a similar message right in this middle energy here. So there could be children, or maybe like somebody here is the father of someone's child that could be involved here. But fertility can also talk about giving birth to something, like creating something together. It also has the energy of blessings. So there's some sort of hidden blessing in this situation that I feel maybe you, my viewer, haven't fully awakened to just yet. But what's next in love, it just looks like a month where you guys are kind of moving through getting out of something and just trying to kind of date around and do the best you can to have fun and kind of test the waters. I do think you guys are getting a lot of attention here. And you've got someone over here who's slowly observing and watching and very curious about what you're doing. So this is what I see, group 2. Comment below. Let me know what's been happening in your love life and what you're planning or what you're anticipating is happening this month. If you guys made it to the end, thanks so much for being here. If you do want to continue to support my work, do make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated when I post new readings, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Bye. Hey, group number 3. If you guys selected the Labradorite heart, this will be your love reading for the month of April. So let's go ahead and see what is next in love for you. Starting off with one of these Divine Feminine Healing message cards, just to kind of see what advice Spirit wants you to keep in mind as you navigate this month ahead. Okay, so already we have a read. So Spirit is saying, confusion. I take responsibility for my own decisions that contributed to challenging situations. So there's kind of like this vibe of, the reason I said it's like a read is because Spirit is kind of saying like, don't act confused about the things that you did that contributed to the difficulties. That's kind of what I'm getting from that. I know that sounds really blunt, group 3. Maybe that has nothing to do with you, but we're going to see how the message plays in as we dig into this energy here. So we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. We have caution. And we have spark coming through as well. Well, that's interesting. All right, so there's something here that is very spicy this month. Group number 3. Like I see passion, I see chemistry, I see you really hitting it off with someone here. But I feel like there's something about this situation where you're kind of like the red flags are blaring in your face. Like the caution tape is up, right? So I think that you guys kind of know that you need to be very careful in this situation, or maybe you kind of know that this is a situation that is not aligned with your values, or you kind of know like you shouldn't really be doing this, right? That's kind of what I'm getting with this confusion card, where it's kind of like she looks very innocent, but she's not innocent situation. I'm not saying you guys did anything wrong, but it's just kind of the vibe of you guys are more aware than maybe you realize that the situation is what it is, okay? Because there is this energy of worth waiting for, understanding that maybe even though we feel the spark and the chemistry, that the timing isn't really right for this right now for some reason. So let's try to understand what's going on here, okay? Group 3. It's so interesting too, because you guys selected the Labradorite crystal, which is all about like trusting your intuition. You guys have a really strong intuition, group number 3. And I feel like even though spirit is like roasting you, that's what they're trying to say. They're saying like, you know, because you have a really strong intuition, you know, and you can see the situation for what's actually happening, okay? All right, so let's see. Group 3, spirit. What's happening this month with love? Oh my. Okay, we've got the 10 of Swords. Show me the energy of my viewers, please, spirit. The Knight of Cups. Show me the energy of the person they're dealing with. Who do they have the spark with? The Queen of Cups. Yeah, somebody here is not listening to their intuition, okay? With the Moon card coming up. I also feel like there's something around the full moon. So whenever that is, I don't know if we have a full moon in April or not as I'm uploading this video. But this is giving me, look how the dog is like howling at the full moon. Like some sort of wild energy, some sort of something is happening, because something in this situation is not quite what it seems. And I feel like you feel it in your intuition that something is not what it seems, or that there's projection going on here, or something's a little off. Okay? So let's see. Now, with the 10 of Swords being here, this was like a very dramatic energy to start us off with, right? There's some sort of, maybe literally it's drama. I don't know, because the 10 of Swords can be drama. But there's some sort of ending here. And the swords, the element, or the suit rather of swords, is associated with the air element, which is all about thinking and communication. So I don't know if like there's an energy where both people are kind of super anxious, or just like really overthinking things, or there's been some sort of a betrayal, or some sort of perceived like harsh truth or painful ending coming through here. But I feel like oddly, whatever this is, it's causing you to feel more calm, because I'm feeling really drawn to how the water looks so peaceful in the backdrop of this card. There could just be this like this energy of acceptance that like it's not the right time. We've come to the realization it's not the right time. Whatever is happening between us is going to cause too much chaos, too much drama here. So what is happening? Because I'm not seeing any like, I don't see like a third party or anything like that. So let's see. Let's just keep going. So the Knight of Cups energy is definitely giving me an energy of like charmer. Now, group number 3, this is going to vary, right? But you may find the energies are flipped. In these readings, when I record them, I intend this to be my viewer and this to be whoever the other person is that they're dealing with, but it could be flipped in your situation. So take it as it resonates. But there's somebody here in this connection, maybe it's you, who is like pursuing this Queen of Cups, who's interested in charming this Queen of Cups, who finds this Queen of Cups, I think, very sexually appealing. And this Queen of Cups is also somebody who is emotionally appealing too, right? There's definitely a compatibility that I see here with the cups. But there's something in between you two where it's like betrayal or being stabbed in the back. Like there's something negative in between you guys at this time that I feel is kind of blocking forward movement. And that's why Spirit is saying it's worth waiting for. Like the energy is there, the compatibility is there, the spark is there, but there's something going on here that's causing the red flags to be waving. Like, no, not the right time. And it's interesting too, because this Knight of Cups is, like in this depiction, he's standing still, right? He's just kind of standing next to his car, like waiting, almost like he's biding his time. Versus when we see him in the traditional depiction of this card, he's actually on a horse moving forward, right? So it's like we have this energy of this Knight of Cups ready to make this love offer to this Queen of Cups, who's like very tempting. Like somebody here is really like putting it out there with the vibes that they're interested. But I feel like whoever this Knight of Cups person is like waiting for a better time. So what's happening, group 3? This is like really interesting, group 3. I feel like your reading has been the most intriguing so far. So what's happening, Spirit, with group number 3 and this person and the situation in the month of April? Ooh, we have past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. We do also have strictly sexual. So yeah, there's definitely like, but I feel like it's more than just a sexual compatibility. I feel like there's emotional compatibility here as well. But maybe for whatever reason, the circumstances that are at play are preventing that emotional connection from being able to come together. Who's the person you guys are dealing with this month? Self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. I mean, that Queen of Cups definitely looks like she's doing self-care, right? She's in like a little champagne bubble bath situation. We also have unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement with new love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. Strictly sexual. Again, this is definitely a situation where like there's a high level of attraction. And with the past life love, you guys might have a past life connection with this person, which is why you feel so incredibly drawn to them. It almost may feel inexplicable to you. Like, why am I so drawn to this person? They stress me out. A lot of times with the past life love, this is someone we've known before. Maybe literally in this lifetime, there's someone you've known from your past, or they could be somebody from another lifetime if you believe in that. But they feel that the energies are very intense because the theory is that you've made a contractual agreement to reconnect with this person in this lifetime for your soul's growth and learning. So the Queen of Cups person is definitely showing as being more laid back, focusing on their emotional well-being, focusing on their self-care. I actually think both people in this connection are kind of lean back. But they are both interested. So help us understand, Spirit, what's happening here for group 3 this month. We have legal. Court will impact this relationship. So maybe somebody's going through like a legal situation right now and that's causing a lot of stress, and that's why you guys can't come together, even though the attraction is there. We also have opposites attract. You're both very different, which is very interesting, right? Because again, maybe on the outside you guys are very different, but I feel like we have the water element being represented here by both of you. I think there is a certain level of compatibility here emotionally. and physically. We have heartbreak, devastation on a new level. So yeah, maybe someone is just getting out of a relationship or healing. We also have contentment, finding peace in the situation with the Queen of Cups. That's interesting. Yeah, look, we have short term, one night stand, and fling. Maybe even this person had a little like fling or one night stand or something like that. But then when you were getting to know them a little bit better, there were other circumstances going on in their life preventing them from being able to actually move forward, other obstacles being in the way here, even though there is an energy of new love between you. Oh, interesting. We have forgiveness. We do also have children here. So children could be involved. That could be what the legal stuff is for some of you guys. Yeah, maybe this happens like after a night of drinking. Because see how she's like holding her head? Like maybe she's hungover or something. There's like some sort of wild behavior that goes on, I feel, that brings you guys together initially. But yeah, this is super interesting, group 3. Maybe for some of you guys, this person is someone from your past where you're going through the breakup with them actively. But for a lot of you guys, I feel like you're meeting someone new, hooking up with them, or feeling this really strong chemistry, this really strong attraction. But it's like the timing, you just feel like the timing is kind of off. To be able to pursue anything more. So let's see. Closing messages, Spirit, for group 3. What's next in love? Yeah, we have separation, breakup, and time apart. This could be a breakup. We have soul purpose. Yep. You and this person, I think, were supposed to meet in this lifetime for some reason. Something to do with your soul's growth and development in this lifetime. We do also have divine feminine. Yeah. So the Queen of Cups, this person, they are leaning into their divine feminine energy. I do see whoever this person is within your situation, group 3, focusing on themselves, finding peace in the situation, being very relaxed, feeling the spark, feeling the chemistry, but putting themselves first. Okay, regardless of circumstances here. And it's not that I feel like the Knight of Cups person is like worse off necessarily, but we do have the breakup energy on their side and the heartbreak energy here as well. So it's like this person could be healing or going through something external to this connection, like a breakup, which is like impacting their ability to like want to come forward and pursue more. This breakup energy could have been initiated by this person as well with this person. So there's a lot of different scenarios going on here, group number 3. But this is just like an interesting message, right? I take responsibility for my own decisions that contributed to challenging situations. So all jokes aside, I know at the beginning of the reading, I was saying Spirit is like reading or roasting you, but I think the advice is right now just to kind of focus and reflect on your own behavior with regard to the situation and just really trying to understand like, what did I do that made the situation confusing for the other person, you know? And just kind of having that self-awareness there, because I think there is ownership on both sides of this situation. So this is interesting, group 3. This is what I see. Comment below. Please let me know the tea and what's going on with this person, because this was a super interesting read. If you guys made it till the end, thank you so much for being here. If you want to continue to support my work, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated when I post new content, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one soon. Bye. Hey group 4, and welcome to your reading. If you guys were drawn to this amethyst crystal, this is going to be your love reading for the month of April. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what's in store for you. Starting us off with the Divine Feminine Healing Oracle card, just so we can get a sense of what advice Spirit has for you as you head into this month ahead. So we have Smelling Roses. I focus on the experiences in my journey rather than the destination. Okay, so for group 4, this is kind of about living in the moment and focusing on how you're feeling in the moment. Really immersing yourself into the experience that you're in and trying your best to release the worry of like what's going to happen in the future or where is this going, which I know is hard to do. But let's kind of see why Spirit is giving you that advice. So we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. We have communication. Ooh, and chemistry. This is cute. Yeah, so group 3, I feel like you guys are talking to someone this month. And I just saw 111 on my clock as I was saying that. So I think you guys are talking to someone. You're getting to know someone, maybe someone new. We'll see. But there's an energy of communication. There's chemistry here. There's attraction here. And maybe for some of you guys, you're at that place where it's time to have the talk, right? Like what are we, or where is this going? And maybe this is why we have this energy here of smelling roses, where Spirit is saying, just focus on the moment, focus on living in the moment. So let's see, group 4. Tell us, Spirit, what's next in love for group 4? What's happening? What is the situation for group 4 this month? We have the 6 of Wands. Show me my viewers and their energy, please, Spirit. The Magician. And show me the energy of the person that they're dealing with, please, Spirit. The 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So there's definitely a situation here where I feel like with the 6 of Wands, I feel like validation and recognition and feeling seen is significant. So like for some of you guys, I kind of feel like this is just an example that illustrates. It doesn't mean it has to be like this for all of you, but this could be like having a conversation around posting each other on social media, something public facing that you're talking about with this person. It doesn't have to be specifically social media, but it could just be something about like, I don't know. I just keep feeling like it's the talk. Like, where's this going? Where's our relationship headed? That's what I feel. Because the 6 of Wands is about like the external validation, what other people see on the outside. You, my viewer, we have this Magician energy. And I said this in the other groups too, but you guys might find these are flipped depending on your situation, where you might resonate more with this side. Magician is telling me there's an energy of you trying to muster up the confidence here or the skill to be able to get what you want in this situation, right? So with communication being here, I do think there is something around confident communication that you guys are working through this month as it pertains to this situation. This person is interesting though with this 9 of Pentacles, because they might be somebody who really likes their independence or likes being single. I'm also kind of noticing in this card how we've got like the masculine who looks a little, like the feminine is like leaning in, wanting to talk, and he's kind of like zoning out in space here. It's kind of reminding me of this energy a little bit that we see. The thing is, you guys, is that this person with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like they're cool. Like they're calm, cool, and collected either way. But I think there's something that you, my viewers, are wanting in this situation that you're sort of intuitively guided to talk about or to ask about. Okay. Let's keep going. Group 4. What's next in love, please, Spirit? What else can you tell us about this situation? We have warning. Don't dismiss the red flags here. Twin flame. This is a divine counterpart. Yeah, so I think there are some red flags, you guys. The other thing I was going to say too is like this magician energy can sometimes be tricky, right? This can be somebody who's kind of tricky or deceptive, or kind of they know exactly what they need to say to manipulate a situation, which you guys could be finding as a red flag here. Or maybe you, my viewer, are the red flag. I don't know. Take that as it resonates for you. But the twin flame energy is interesting because there's certainly something that's being mirrored to you guys this month, you and this person. Let's keep going. See if we can get more insight into what the lesson is here, or what is being mirrored here. Oops. Okay. We have long-term relationship. So maybe you and this person have been together for a long time, or maybe there's an energy of you guys talking about wanting a long-term commitment here. We have the spring, April, and May. Well, that makes a lot of sense, right? Because this is about the month of April. We also have third party, infidelity, poly, interference coming through as well. Okay, interesting. So what's happening, group 4, sorry. Spirit is definitely saying April and May are going to be significant for this connection. I feel like you, my viewers, are wanting something out of this situation, and the Magician is about you communicating about what those wants and needs are, and potentially addressing some red flags within this connection at this time. Maybe for some of you guys, this has been a partner that you've been with for a while. For others of you, it doesn't necessarily have to be. If it is, though, I feel like your person is wanting more freedom, like they're wanting more independence. They could be exploring other options, or maybe they're wanting some sort of unconventional connection with you, or maybe they have someone on the side. There could be infidelity here that's showing up in your person's energy. It just kind of feels like this person, regardless of your status with them, that they don't want to be committed to just one person. They want to be able to keep their options open. For some of you guys, the third party could also be career or money, because the Nine of Pentacles can be entrepreneurship as well. So if you know that this person that you're dealing with is not into these types of things, but they are like someone who works a lot or who's really passionate about their business, that could be the third party here. They just want to be able to maintain or regain some independence in this situation. And we have like that falcon on the shoulder that I'm drawn to here. It's like they want to just be able to fly. Maybe for some of you guys, it's like there's an energy of trying to talk this through, trying to, if they want like more of an unconventional connection, maybe you're trying to see if that works for you because you've been with this person for so long. But yeah, it's like Spirit is wanting you guys to really tune into what's happening today, what's happening now, versus where you would like this to go. Focusing on the experiences in the journey rather than the ultimate destination. So whether the experience you're having right now is positive or negative, Spirit is wanting you to feel that. So let's see, group 4. What's happening, Spirit? Closing messages. Yeah, it's like with the Six of Wands in the long term, like maybe some of you guys like put out to the public that you're in this really loving connection where everything's perfect, but maybe there's more going on that you're needing to talk through with this person. Let's see. So we've got, okay, fast movement, coming forward, and we have third party, confusion. We also have longing, missing you, desire, connection. I actually feel like these are flipped. This is this energy and this energy here. Even just down to the hat, like it's such an interesting synchronicity here. But yeah, so whatever is happening this month, it's going to happen fast. Whatever ultimately is decided here, it's going to happen within this April-May timeframe, group 4. I definitely see whoever the magician person is, whether this is you, my viewer, that identifies with this energy, or the other person, you're the one coming forward. You're initiating the heart-to-heart conversation here. But the other person here is confused. Right? They feel the chemistry with the twin flame, but it's like there's something else going on here behind the scenes that's clouding their vision here. So I think with the Six of Wands, there is an element of like being seen here. There is an element of like, I think that there will be an understanding, but it is also something that's kind of surface level. So that's just something to keep in mind. It's something surface level, and it's something more focused on like appearances and outward public kind of stuff versus the internal intimate stuff. So this is what I see, group 4. Comment below. Let me know what's been happening in your love life thus far, and if you know what this scenario is mapping out for you. If you guys do want to continue to support my work, do make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated when I post new content, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Bye.